Great to have you with us. In our first story, a rescue team led by the police has been working for nearly 24 hours now in efforts to save some galamsey miners suspected to be trapped in a pit at Bani in the Talensi district of the Upper East region. The miners are feared dead after the pit they were working on 2 nights ago was engulfed by water following a heavy downpour. It is unclear how many miners are trapped in the pit, but our correspondent Albert Sorry, who is at the team, has gathered that there could be between 6 to 8 miners trapped as water is being pumped from the pit in order to try and find them. Albert himself joins us on the phone with more on this development. Albert, first of all, tell us how this happened.
Okay, Daniel. So what we have gathered is that 2 nights ago, these miners went underground to do their usual mining. I think it is something they do all the time. Sometimes some of them go into the pit to work at night. Now, this is a mining area very close to the Shanji Mining Company, but these are the small-scale miners in the area who also do their work away from the Shanji mining. So they went into the pit that night to do their work, and while they were there, it was raining. Now, if you realize, if you look at this area, what happens is that they drill the pit, and then they create tunnels underground. So the explanation is that when you are there in the night and it's even raining, it is possible you will not know. So that was how they got trapped by the water. Our information is that there are some who realized it was raining and also went into the pit to try and alert the others. And some of those people too, we are now understanding that did not come out of the pit eventually. So the water is still being pumped out. A while ago, the district chief executive for the area was here together with the police. They went to get some assistance from Shanji Mining, who have more advanced equipment, and a bigger pumping machine was brought to this place. They are trying to fuel that as well in order to pump the water faster. So a lot of people are gathered here, and the pumping of the water is still ongoing.
Now, Albert, help us understand the kind of settlements that is there. We know that in most galamsey communities, communities where galamsey is practiced, there's a small settlement, a number of illegal miners live there, and it's not too far from the mine. Is this the kind of arrangements that exists as Bani in Talensi?
Yes, so Bani itself is a normal rural area, but where this mine is, there aren't residential settlements. The settlements you have are the small sheds and stores that some of the miners have created around the mining area, where some of them sell and some of them sleep in these sheds while they are doing their work. So it's more or less a sort of forest area. There's a lot of shade nut trees here, and in between the trees or inside this forest area, the mine itself is there. So where we are standing now is only trees. There aren't residential settlements. The only thing you see is the mining pit and then the small shed around, which the miners themselves created. So that's it looks.
Now, I'm curious because we know this is illegal mining and there's a new clampdown on the activities. Has the DC been saying anything about the fact that this is an illegality and persons must be arrested, whether or not they were involved in, a rescue attempt or what have you?
Well, they did see himself. If you speak to him, you realize that he's trying to be very careful not to say something that will end up infuriating people, especially considering the fact that people's lives, could be lost in this accident. But what I gather here, even when you arrive, the miners here are very hostile towards you, especially when you take out a camera. A while ago, I was stopped from filming, and some of the miners were actually very angry when they realized that I was taking pictures of the area and all of that. So you get the sense that these are people who feel threatened that whatever you are reporting could end up resulting in they coming to, maybe authorities coming to remove them from here.
Right.
But apart from that, there hasn't been any official clampdown on their activities at all.
Okay, Albert. Sorry, I'd have to step in there. Thank you very much for bringing those updates there. We will come back to you at midday.